Hey everyone! Today I wanted to do a celebrity inspired look, and the look that I wanted to do for you today is a Brigitte Bardot inspired look. So it's going to be a smoky eye and nude lip, and it's going to have a lot of dramatic, beautiful lash to it. So the very first thing that I want to do is put my foundation on. And I want a really smooth, even coverage. So I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. It says full coverage, 24-hour wear, transfer resistant matte finish, fragrance and oil free. I tried this out the other day for the first time and I was pretty impressed with it. It made my skin look really, really beautiful, and it did last all day. But first I want to kind of pin these bangs back just a little bit, get them out of my way. I tried to get some volume bouffant-ish kind of hair going today, and it's just not working for me, so I tried to be Bardot-esque. It did not work. I'm going to use my beauty sponge to apply this foundation. It's damp, puffed up and spongy. So I'm going to just kind of dab it on a little bit first and then start blending it with my sponge. Okay, and I'm actually going to use this as my concealer too, so I'm going to put about a little bit more and pat it under my eye as concealer. I don't need a powder for this because this foundation sets really, really nicely in powdering. But I do want to emphasize the contouring of my face because she has these really high cheekbones. So I am going to, here it is, this side. I'm going to use my Smashbox contour palette and pay no attention to that mirror up there because it's filthy. But I'm going to use my contouring shade, and I'm going to use my contouring brush by Real Techniques. And I'm really going to contour where are these really big cheekbones here. Okay, now because I'm so fair and I want a nice strong highlight, but I don't want it shimmery because I want this a real matte look, I'm actually going to use some white eyeshadow. And I'm going to use Real Techniques setting brush. And I'm going to use that just to dust a little bit at the top of my cheekbone. That's what I get for being so incredibly fair. Can you hear my dog walking around upstairs? I can hear her. My puppy. I love that dog. But I swear she sounds like a herd of elephants when I am downstairs in the studio. But we move in 9 days. Yay! So excited. Our new house is almost finished, so I will be living with my mother-in-law for a month and a half before I get into the new studio, so hopefully I'll be able to get some videos filmed in that time. We shall see. Okay, now for the blush. I am going to use a blush by Pixie. It's number 2 Purest Peach, and I'm going to use an angled blush brush. Don't know the brand. Bought it at Walmart. Studio something, and I'm going to apply to the apples and swirl backwards. Okay, now for the brows, and since she was blonde, she had pretty light brows and she never really over darkened them, and they were a little on the thinner side and really, really round. So I'm just going to fill mine in a little bit and try and round them out as much as I can. So I'm going to focus more on the top line of the brow rather than the bottom. Kind of try and just lightly round them out a bit. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the eyes, and the first thing that I need to do is prime them. And I'm going to use a little bit of my e.l.f. eyelid primer. This is pretty much clear. Even though it looks like concealer, there's really no color to it. That's why I put some of that foundation on my eyelids first. And since this is going to be pretty much a smoky look, we want to make sure that the color is not settling anywhere. But we don't really need to worry about discoloration on the lid. So now I'm going to use my Too Faced Sweet Love, or Love Sweet Love palette. And I am going to use the color Burnt Sugar down here. And I am going to use a Too Faced brush, or it's a dual-ended one that came in some little set at some point down the road. And I'm going to load up one side of the brush, and I'm going to start to pat it across my lid. Right up to my crease. And she liked the cat eye, so instead of keeping it real rounded with my crease, I'm going to pull the color out. Alright, then taking the tip of that brush, I'm going to run some color under the lash line as well. Okay, now I'm going to take my base shadow brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to do the color Licorice Glitz. Apply it to just one side of the brush. And I'm going to take that and start to apply it in my crease here. And in that V shape. Now I'm going to take my Deluxe Crease brush here. And I'm going to take some vanilla sugar up at the top and just buff that all along the edge. We really don't want to see a whole lot of color when the eye is open. We want it pretty nude here. That's why I'm taking this big fluffy brush. So for the liner, I am going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Lacquer Liner 24 hours. Excuse me. In Blackest Black, number 171. And I'm actually going to use a little brush that came with it because it has pretty good control. And I'm going to start to do my liner. And now I'm going to do my cat angle here, and I'm going to go a little more on the exaggerated line. I'm going to continue that underneath, smudged into the lashes. Alright, now that you have your cat eye liner on, you can apply just a little bit into your waterline as well. And then press your eyes together and blink a few times, and that will transfer some of it to the top waterline. And then just kind of reapply. And that'll help it last longer. Alright, So now it is time for the false lashes, and I'm going to use a pair of Demi Wispies and my Duo glue. Now that I have my falsies on, I'm going to do my mascara, and I'm going to use my absolute favorite mascara, Smoky Lash by Makeup Forever. And I like to do my mascara, like I said before, if you watched my other videos where I'm wearing falsies, I like to do my mascara afterwards and really just kind of concentrate it on my natural lashes just to blend them together a little better. And there we go. We are done with our dramatic smoky eyes, and it's time to do the lip. Now, Brigitte Bardot had a very full lip, and so it was very exaggerated. So what I'm going to do is kind of overdraw my lips just a little bit using some lip liner. So using my lip liner, and this is Makeup Forever Aqua Lip in 1C. I'm going to go just past my lip line. Starting from the outside bottom corner and kind of going in like a rounded bowed shape. Now, instead of drawing in here where my lips naturally are, by going straight across, it mimics that puffed up, more rounded upper lip that she had. Alright, and same thing on the bottom line. Literally just past my lip edge there, and fill the lips in completely. So it gives a really big, round, full lip. And the last step is some gloss, and I'm going to use the Milani Glitzy Glamour Gloss number 50 Center Stage. Okay, now that the glue on my lashes is dried and my mascara is dry, I'm just gonna kind of touch up where that liner got a little bit wiggly looking from where my glue kind of messed up my eye line there. There we go. That's better. So now my eyeliner is straighter. Alright, so I take this out, kind of fluff out my bangs a little bit here, a little bit more Brigitte looking. Not really, I don't really look like her. I can't get my hair to do what I want it to today. It's not nearly as big and full and kind of sexy looking, but this is the finished look with the sexy, smoky kind of cat eye and the big full lip. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to see more videos, and make sure to please leave me a comment below if you liked the video, if you hated the video, if there's something specific that you want to see, any feedback on the products that I used, anything. I love reading and responding to your comments. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.